Hello, beautiful people. Like, share, and subscribe. Dangote, in the headlines, has rejected Central Bank of Nigeria interest rates, ask federal government to protect existing businesses. So this is what he told the journalist before I give you my own opinion. Chairman of the Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, has criticized the hike of the interest rate to almost 30% by the Central Bank of Nigeria. Speaking at the banquet hall of the State House, Abuja, during the opening session of a 3-day summit organized by Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, MAN, on Tuesday, he said with the present interest rate regime, it will be difficult to create jobs. Okay, let me leave it at that. So that's basically what he's saying. But I actually love Dangote tears. Let me tell you my love and hate relationship with Dangote. When I was growing up, I used to like Dangote. When I started knowing some of the things evil Dangote used to perpetrate, quiet evil, I started disliking him. But when I still also think of how Dangote invests in Nigeria, what even foreign companies cannot do, like the refinery, I still kind of have sympathy for him. Like, for example, when his refinery, one section of his refinery was caught fire, I had sympathy for him. So that's the kind of love and hate relationship I have for Dangote. But we also heard of how they said Dangote and Emefiele were playing with Nigeria's treasury. You can go and read on it. So Dangote looks like Tinubu doesn't even, care about him. A lot of people accuse Dangote of being a monopolistic individual. Using his influence in the government to destroy other businesses. Well, but let's even talk about this interest rate. I feel like, for me, I've watched a lot of documentaries, and I found out that high interest rates and high taxation doesn't grow an economy. It's always low interest rates and low taxation that grows an economy. Like, for example, I've watched, sometimes go to YouTube if you have data and watch how did China grow, how did Singapore grow. Like, for example, the one I can remember vividly is China's zone. China's economic growth started from Shenzhen Free Trade Zone. Shenzhen, or whatever they call that place, Free Trade Zone. That's how they started. So me, if I'm president, I won't do high taxation. What I'm going to do is low taxation, higher wages. You understand what I'm saying? We are going to regulate it. Then I'm not going to lie for you. I'm not going to increase salaries. But you see things like food. I will make sure that the federal government subsidizes food, and make sure that food will become 10% of your salary, or even 8%. The food will not be taxed. You see, food, even the ones that are importing, and it won't be taxed. But for the one importing and exporting, it has is a double-edged sword. For me, I feel like the government should invest heavily in agro processing. You see, by now, if the Nigerian government was serious, they would have bought more than 30,000 tractors and started building silos. Even these herdsmen, farmer sellers clashes, they would have moved all the herdsmen to Simbasia. By now, they would have cleared the place, subsidized feed to 5,000 for everybody, not only to the herders. You understand? When the cows cannot graze in Simbasia, they buy feed 5,000. They sell one of their cows and use it to buy feed. That's how other countries they feed their cattle. But in Nigeria, it's a different case. So the government should have grown soya beans and maize. I think that's a major component of it, and grown a lot of food crop. Then maybe later, then encourage people that have money to grow cash crop. That's the way every economy grows. And you don't go around taking people's land. Let the community invest. Let the government create a type of like shares program where every member of the community would invest, and the bank will have a kind of partnership, and a major individual who has the more money will now do the farming, and every year everybody gets a small percentage. In that way, the community people are invested in the farm. Because if you go and take people's land and say you want to do farming without them having, being part stakeholders, my dear, it's a recipe for disaster. Go and ask Obasanjo. I think they said one time he started a mango farm, and some members of the fruit farm, I don't know whether it's mango, I'm not too sure, and it looks like the community members, a lot of them were not fully consulted. What did it cause? They went there and raised down the whole farm. They arrested them. I don't know whether those guys are still in prison or not. So these are just some of the ways. There's a lot of ideas in my head. Even if these ideas, we are not saying it's 100% proof. Do a pilot scheme. Is that, I don't know, is this, these people, are they not educated? Pilot scheme. I learned these things in school. That's the essence of education. They call it pilot scheme. Do a small scale. When I mean small scale, I'm not meaning the one small thing. Do a small scale. Let's see how it will work. Now Dangote is crying. By the time, the way Tinubu economy is going, there's no middle income again. Everybody is crying. By the time Tinubu finishes, I don't even know. Even in Omokri that is saying he wants to destroy people with his chances, so we increase it. I don't know. Tinubu should wake up. Oh. I don't think there's any inside. The what do they call it? The NNPC director was complaining that oil this has dropped. Oil production has dropped or something. Then the custom people were saying that Nigeria importation has dropped by 20%. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. They will learn, and they will learn the hard way, according to very black. Some people say he's very dirty man.